Hi everybody and welcome to day 4 of the Flosstyle Easy Wrap Wallet Sew Along. Today we're going to be attaching the wrap to the outer and then the outer to the card slots. And then we're going to turn our wallet the right way out. So your wallet's going to be looking almost like a wallet by the time we're done today, and then we're going to put a few finishing touches on tomorrow night. Okay, let's get sewing.
So the first step in attaching your outer to your wallet is to take your outer pattern piece, place it against your outer wallet piece, and this line here, trace line for wrap, we just want to trace that onto our wallet so that we can see it. So I've already done mine, you can see that there. And then we want to take our wrap, we want to place the outside facing up, and then we want to line up the bottom of that wrap with that line. And we want to make sure it's centered from left to right. And then what we want to do is we want to sew from where we stopped stitching before straight away across to where we stopped stitching on the other side, and that's going to attach this wrap to your wallet outer. So we have our wallet outer, we've attached our wrap by sewing between the gap, and we have our card slots. Now we want them both facing right way up. We want the tips at the same end, and then the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to take our wrap, we're going to fold it back. So we want to fold it back so that you can see the inner of the wrap, the outer of the wallet, and you've got your card slots this way. The next thing that you're going to do is take your wallet outer and you're going to flip it on top of your card slots. Now the next thing then that you want to do is you want to line up the edge of your wallet outer just on one side with the edge of your card slots. So lining up this corner here. And then we want to take our wrap and we want to line it up with the top of the last pocket on card slot B. So you can see this is the straight edge, and we've got our 4 pockets. We want to line the top of our wrap up with the top of this card slot here. And then we just want to pin or clip that in place. And then keeping it out of the way, pull the side of the card slot so you can see it wants to come. You need to keep it out of the way there. Pull the side of the wallet outer over, line up those 2 corners and line up this edge. So I've clipped this in place the whole way along. My wrap is squeezed in there, and then as you can see this doesn't quite line up, and that's okay. So what we want to do now is we want to sew from here all the way along. So now we've sewn down there, we want to do the same thing for the other side. So the outer is wider than the card slot, and that's okay, that's how it's supposed to be. And you can see this doesn't line up here on this side either yet, and that's okay, that's how it's supposed to be. So what we want to do is repeat exactly what we did for the other side. We want to take the wrap, we want to line the top of it up with the top of this card slot here and pin that in place. And then we want to pin the bottom in place, and then we want to clip the edges so that the edge of the outer lines up with the edge of the card slot, and we want to sew that into place. So what that's going to do is that's going to create a buckle in the outer once you have that lined up, and that's okay, that's exactly what we're looking for. So now you can see I've got my pins holding my wrap in place against my card slots, and my clips holding my outer against the edge of the card slot. So I've lined up the edge there, so I'm going to sew from there down to here, and you can see this still doesn't quite line up, just this little point is lining up with the edge here, and there is that little buckle there that I was talking about, and that's exactly what we're looking for, because when we turn the wallet out, this fabric is going to wrap around the edge of our card slot. So we just want to sew from here down to okay. So now both sides are sewn. The next thing that you want to do is line up the top of the wallet. So you want to line up the 2 triangles and the 2 points, and you want to clip that in place. And then what you want to do is you want to evenly just place that fabric there, and then you're going to have a little fold here at the corner, and you just want to fold that there and then clip, and then the same thing, and we're just going to sew that in place from this end all the way. So you can see now that I've clipped it that there's a little fold of fabric here at the corner, and that's okay, that's exactly what we're looking for. So you just want to clip that in place, and then the same on the other side, and we're just going to sew from that corner to that corner. Now that you've sewn across the top, we just need to cut a V into the top point. We're going to leave the corners exactly as they are, and then you will be able to turn your wallet out. So we will turn it out, and then we'll be finished. So this is what my wallet looks like when it's turned out. our wrap is still facing down, and that's okay. So what I want you to do next is take some time to poke all of these corners out and make sure all of the little bits and pieces are turned. And then tomorrow night we are going to press it and then move on with the finishing touches.